Hello and welcome to Catalonia. I'm Simon Reed. This is a vibrant region of northeast Spain which boasts its own distinctive language and culture. The people here are proud of their Catalan heritage and enjoy life to the full in their balmy Mediterranean climate. The capital of Catalonia is of course Barcelona, the ultimate designer city, known for Antoni Gaudi's fairy tale-like architecture. It's one of the most cosmopolitan cities in Spain and a major centre for the arts. On the Catalan coast, vast, smooth beaches stretch for miles. North of Barcelona, on the Costa del Maresme, the resort of Malgrat de Mar is a big attraction for water sport enthusiasts. In the summer, this quiet seaside town attracts thousands of tourists who come to relax in the sunshine. And this year, the best amateur standard dancers in Europe are also descending on Malgrat de Mar because it's the venue for one of the major events in the dance sport calendar, the IDSF European Standard Championship. In each round, competitors will perform 5 dances: the waltz, the tango, the Viennese waltz, the slow foxtrot and the quick step. 9 judges from different European countries will watch closely to decide who goes on to the next stage. The couples are preparing for a long day ahead. Those who make it to the final will dance 5 rounds in total. The European Championship is the only IDSF event where the top 12 couples have to compete from the first round rather than from the third. It makes it a tough test for all the competitors. 55 couples from 35 countries around Europe have come here to challenge for the title. Among the top dancers who travelled to Malgrat de Mar are the world champions Mirko Gozzoli and Alessia Betti of Italy, who are also the reigning European title holders.
When we defend the titles is always a hard work. If you want to become champion, it's more easy than defend.
The couple who are runners-up at the World Championship are also from Italy. Domenico Soali and Jauhiainen expect a close competition here between the top contenders.
We know each other very well because we meet every competition. There is the other Italian couple, is very good couple, the Lithuanian couple is good, the Danish couple is good, the English couple is good. I think all the finals and the semi-finals are very good couples.
The Danish champions Marianne Eihilt and Brian Eriksen were second at last year's European Championship and are again expected to make a strong showing. The Lithuanian champions Arunas, Bizokas and Edita Daniute took the bronze medal position at both the European and Worlds last year, but there are many other couples hoping to challenge for podium places. After 3 rounds of tough competition, the judges have decided which couples should go into the semi-finals. The dancers eager to see whether they're amongst the lucky 15 pairs. Few surprises here: the Danes Eriksen and Eihilt, the English couple Warren and Kristi Boyce, and the Germans Sascha and Natascha Karabey were all world finalists. The reigning champions Gozzoli and Betti safely through, along with the Lithuanians, the Polish and Russian champions, and the Slovenians who made the European final last year. The second German couple, Friedman and Kohler, are doing well at their first major championship. Soali and Cerasoli are through, along with the second Lithuanians, Polish and Russian couples. Wiktor Kiszka of Poland clearly happy to be in the semi-final. And here are the Finns, Nitta Kortelainen and Mika Jauhiainen, who won their national championships for the first time in February. So for the start of the semi-final action, I'm joined by 5 times World Professional Standard Champion Michael Barr and World Professional 10 Dance Champion Alison Lamb. It's Heat 1 of the slow waltz.
So here they are, all settling into the semi-final. It's going to be a tough final to get into, so they've really got to perform well here.
The Karabeys from Germany, tall, elegant couple. Warren and Kristi Boyce, also tall, elegant, moving easily. Here we have the world champions, reigning world champions, Mirko and Alessia, moving effortlessly. Waltz is a combination of full swinging actions and rotations. So we have some fast spins and then some lovely swinging actions, all made to look effortless.
Couples have a lovely big space to dance here with it being in 2 heats.
The slow waltz. And the world champions Gozzoli and Betti. But now we move on to the tango, and it's heat number 1.
This is the second German couple. They'll be trying to make the final. Young Slovenian couple.
They're fiery dancers, Alison, aren't they?
Yes, they've made the European final before, so they'll really be hoping to repeat that.
And the elegance of Arunas and Edita.
Finnish couple. They'll be happy to be in the semi-final.
Mark and Claudia seem to be dancing very well this evening. Seem to advantage in tango, I think.
Determination on those faces there. You all seem to be using the floor very well.
Yes, floor craft's very important part of competing to avoid the other couples, always finding space, making it all look easy. Actually very difficult to do.
So heat 1 of the tango. Next, it's the Viennese waltz, also heat number 1, featuring the second Polish couple, Sadecki and Navrot, and the second Russian couple, Kutepov and Vasilieva.
It's good to see some new couples in this.
Yes, there's always new couples coming onto the scene, Alison. Depth of talent around the world, really, or around Europe, is really quite amazing.
It's fantastic. They're dancing very well tonight.
Well, very strong in the swing dances, I think. Lovely lilting movement there.
Second Italian couple.
Yeah, they seem to have improved their posture since I last saw them. Classic elegance from the reigning world champions. The man's outline is really superb.
So the Viennese waltz comes to an end, and the next dance is the slow foxtrot.
Don't know when I've been so blue. Don't know what's come over you. You found someone new, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? I'll be fine when you're gone.
I think it's noticeable in the last year or so how much more classic the couples have chosen to make the slow foxtrot. I think this is a very good trend. Far more basic steps, uncluttered dancing, allowing free movement.
Yes, because some of the other dancers are getting a bit busy, aren't they, with choreography, but I agree with you there, the foxtrot is keeping its lovely look. Audience enjoying it, look at that.
Absolutely. Mark and Claudia. This young man has particularly good feet and ankles. Very good extension, lovely elevation.
Warren and Kristi.
That's the classic reverse wave, back feather.
So from the slow foxtrot, we move on to the last dance of the semi-finals, the quick step.
Good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet baby.
Here they have a chance to be exuberant and truly fly around the floor.
I think it's their best night tonight, actually. Still giving it a go for the last dance in the semi-final now.
Yeah, last chance to pick up some valuable marks. May make all the difference.
It's difficult to pace yourself. They've got to give it all to get into the final, but still save some for the final. So they've got to have to really practice and work for that, mentally and physically.
Well, I think these young people are pretty fit, don't you, Alison?
Absolutely. They have so many competitions, so it's quite the normal. They've all got showing great stamina here, aren't they?
Absolutely.
And the quick step brings to an end the last dance of the semi-finals. Semi-finals over. It wasn't an easy round for England's Kristi Boyce, who was dancing with an injury after a collision in the waltz.
The main problem is the fact that Kristi needed ice on the injury, and as athletes we all need to have our muscles as warm as possible, and then we can get the chance to become artists. It was tougher, but we warmed up sufficiently before the round, so we felt we had every chance of making that in the final. So, especially seeing as we'd gone all the way at the World Championship.
I think we did great. Yeah. It's really good semi for us.
Yeah, the semi went much better than at 24 because the injury Kristi got when she got kicked, it was on the very first natural turn of the waltz. So couldn't have come at a worse time really, because she still had to dance the 5 dances.
Now, while we're waiting for the results of the semi-finals, let's take a break from the competition and have a closer look at the German champions, Sascha and Natascha Karabey. They live in the pretty town of Bad Homburg near Frankfurt, where long walks with their dog Pino help to keep them fit. They say their brother-sister relationship has been a big part of their success.
I think it's a big advantage because all the trouble that comes up, and there's coming a lot of trouble up, even especially when you're dancing for such a long time together after the training, then everybody can go separate ways. So the next day everything can be good again. When we were small children, we had always arguments, so we're used to this situation.
It's like, I think, always brother and sister together.
Yeah. Especially when you're so close of age, we're just 2 years apart from each other.
They've been dancing together for 10 years since starting lessons at their parents' school in Bad Homburg. Their father was their first teacher.
1, 2, 3, schön locker lassen und etwas mehr.
He still gives them advice on their performance, but he was careful not to push them into dancing when they were young.
Und entspannt, halt bitte auf. Und wing, stop. Ja. Und jetzt von hier aus mal schön den Rücken bei ihr lassen. Gut. Und jetzt rausgehen und rüber. Jawohl. Ich habe vielleicht mal innerlich gehofft, dass sie mal tanzen.
I suppose I'd hoped they would start dancing, because they were a good combination, brother and sister. But Sascha had never wanted to dance. He was a good drummer. He had several offers, one from a big band. But one day he came to us and said to our surprise that he wanted to dance. Natascha was desperate to dance. She had always wanted to dance. And then I said, well, either together or not at all. So they decided to dance together, and we're very happy that they decided to do this. We support them wholeheartedly, and of course we're very happy that they're so successful as well.
Renata also teaches at the school. She and her husband used to compete at dance events and inspired the young Natascha.
I always saw them dancing or having something to do with music. When you're small or little girl, you like this always this business around this makeup and the dresses, and later on you focus on this dancing, on the material, what you can do, the swing or these things.
Achtung, lass mich mal ganz kurz. Und hier mit dem Check. Nicht die Seite fallen lassen.
He can be very honest. He always knows how we started, what we need, and he's always with us, so it's very good for us. Okay, sometimes you have not the same opinion, but you can discuss it. It's very good.
Es ist nicht so einfach. Es ist sehr, sehr schwer.
It is not that easy. It's very, very difficult, more difficult than I thought it would be. When the children were young and less experienced in dancing, it was easier. But they've developed so much that I'm now at a stage where I'm learning a great deal from them as well.
Wo ich Grunde genommen auch viel von den Kindern lerne.
We have very long legs, and if we produce it right, we can produce a big, big swing, and I think this is one of the main characters. For example, in the swing dances, then you can have a good advantage when you're good at this. I think for us, we choose more the classic style of dancing rather than a sportive approach. So we're not trying to run around like crazy. We're trying to be very classical and very musical, and to portray a good man and woman picture, what I think everybody has in mind when he thinks about dancing or standard dancing.
But their parents don't expect their talented children to take over the reins at the dancing school.
Sascha and Natascha will not be teaching social dancing to pupils. Instead, they'll be coaching competitors and travelling around the world rather than teaching in a dance school.
Our aims are to perfectionize our dancing so far that we can do what we want, whatever we want, to any music. I heard somebody very wise saying, don't try to impress, try to express. And I think that's what we are trying to do. We want to express our feelings to the music, and as good as possible.
Back at the competition, let's see whether the Karabeys are among the 6 couples chosen for the final. The German champions have made it, along with the Danes, both Italian couples, the Lithuanians, and more surprisingly, the second German couple, Mark Friedman and Claudia Köhler. It'll be a big disappointment for the English couple, Warren and Kristi Boyce, who suffered that injury. They just miss out. What a boost, though, for Friedman and Köhler. They only qualified for the event because the official number 2 couple in Germany recently split up.
Well, the feeling is great. It was our goal, but we didn't believe really in. But I think we danced really, really good this evening, and so yes.
That's a very good feeling today.
Yes.
The atmosphere is building in the hall, and the tension is rising as the crowd waits expectantly for the final. But there are no nerves for the experienced Danish couple.
I think we have been in this game for a long time now. We have danced a lot of Worlds and Europeans, so it's not like we get nervous anymore before a final, but it's still like we want to do the best now. It's the last chance we have.
And so to the final. All the couples will perform the first and last dances solo to give the judges a better opportunity to scrutinise them. Here are the second Italian couple, Domenico Soale and Gioia Cerasoli, with the slow waltz. Well, the couples all seem to get along with each other off the dance floor, but when the music starts and the pleasantries are put to one side, Gioia and Domenico must be desperate to beat their Italian rivals, Alison.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't matter how friendly you are. I mean, this is the competition, this is the European title, and they want it. They've taken dances off the Italian number 1, a number of competitions, so, you know, it's all there for them. And they are improving every time they dance a competition now.
What impresses me, Alison, is that Gioia seems to have improved her posture slightly, and also Domenico, so they are making the movement look that little bit easier.
They're maturing, I think.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, for young people, massively experienced. Seeing them dance in slow motion like this, it's clear how together they are. Look how the bodies stay together through the rotation.
Time now for Mark Friedman and Claudia Köhler to show what they can do. Now, it's their first international final. I guess this will be a big moment for them, won't it, Michael?
Absolutely. Although their first European final, they also will be very experienced performers, having danced in many, many competitions around the world. Let's see how they swing this first waltz. As I mentioned earlier, Mark has beautiful feet, which help to move him smoothly across the floor.
They seem to be handling this solo dance in their first European final extremely well.
How important is experience at this level?
Oh, it is, but most, as we were saying before, the couples have so many competitions that they get more and more experienced. They don't look nervous at all, do they? They actually look like they're enjoying it, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's kind of the object of the exercise, isn't it?
Mark Friedman and Claudia Köhler from Germany. Here come the Lithuanians, Arunas Bizokas and Edita Daniute. Now, Edita's described Arunas as the typical standard male. What do you think she means by that, Alison?
Oh, I imagine she's talking about his dancing and his image, really, because he's just got that perfect, elegant, sophisticated image, hasn't he? He just looks like a ballroom dancer.
Yes, God's been kind to Arunas.
And Edita, for goodness sake, how beautiful
well,
is she?
Well, that goes without saying, yeah, absolutely. And what's impressed me this evening is they are superbly together. And with the dress style, you can see the body line so clearly, beautifully together.
The presentation of each step they do is so beautiful.
Lithuanians Arunas Bizokas and Edita Daniute. Now the defending champions take to the floor, wanting obviously to get off to a good start. Mirko said he feels it's harder to come back and defend a title. Is he right? Are there any advantages to being the title holders?
Yeah, well, really, it's a two-edged sword, I think. Of course, one has extra confidence, knowing one is the reigning champion. On the other hand, the pressure is on because the couples behind have taken dances, beaten them in individual dances. So, yeah, the pressure is on.
Don't seem to be looking like they're under any pressure though.
Absolutely not, no. I'm always impressed by the man's style.
He's in immaculate shape, hasn't he?
Yeah, this is classic dancing.
Well appreciated here. Time now for Sascha and Natascha Karabey to make their mark. Now we've heard Sascha, Michael, say he thinks this is their strongest dance. Agree with that?
Certainly, yes, I would say so. In fact, well, the three swing dances are probably their strongest dances. They're able to show a very tall, elegant, sophisticated outline and a strong swinging movement. Actually, they're spinning as I speak, but off into some swing. There's a lovely full action.
They just look so confident tonight. I mean, Natascha just got this image and she's just glowing. I think she's really finally found herself. I've never seen her look so confident and striking.
The German champions Sascha and Natascha Karabey. Next to the Danes, fourth in the World Championships. Wonder what they can do here. Clearly very composed when we heard them a few minutes ago. They've been dancing together for 13 years now. Very experienced pair, Alison.
Oh yeah, 13 years is such a long time. I mean, they just know each other so well, dancing and personally, so I mean, it's always an advantage. Big, powerful dancer.
Yeah, I just wish they could put just a bit more softness into it. The legs would absorb the weight just a tad more. Got a lovely outline, very professional looking. Just a little more softness would help.
They have a strong battle with the Lithuanian couple usually at these competitions, so it's always interesting to see the result.
Danes' solo dance. And now a chance for the judges to compare the couples directly as they dance the waltz in a group.
It is important for the judges to compare the couples, though, isn't it, Michael?
Oh yes, it's most important to have them on the floor at the same time, because the difference in the quality of movement, the difference in the musical expression is really transparent when couples on the floor at the same time. I've been impressed also with the quality of the music this evening. Mostly very appropriate music, and of course it is the music that inspires the dancers.
The group waltz. Now let's see what the judges thought of that. Well, the world champions have swept the board with first place. Second Italian couple, Soali and Cerosoli, are second. The Danes take third. In fourth spot, Lithuanians, followed by the two German couples, fifth and sixth. Expectant faces in the audience. Next, it's the group tango.
This is the dance in which we expect to see the couples on fire. A very passionate dance. Sometimes slightly aggressive, sometimes soft.
Complete contrast to the last dance.
And once again, they're playing a very nice tango arrangement to inspire the couples.
Italian couple here, they just don't seem to have a bad dance. They seem to have...
No, they're good over the 5 dances, aren't they?
Yes.
Hence the reason they're champions.
The choreography in the tango is getting more and more interesting, though, don't you think, Michael?
Yes, I think it's generally a good blend. Arunas and Edita look tremendously together tonight.
How much easier is it for the couples in the group presentations now there are only 6 couples left?
Oh yeah, they've got room to dance. I mean, whilst we want to see them to make direct comparison, they must have enough space to dance their choreography and be able to dance with full power.
Prolonged applause for the group tango. That's how it's been judged. Well, the judges clearly impressed again by the first Italian pair. Once again, a row of ones. Soali and Cerosoli in second, the Danes again in third. In fourth place, the Lithuanians, but they don't look too far back. Then come the Karabeys and the second German pair, Friedman and Kohler. Well, that seemed to go down very well. Next, it's the Viennese waltz. Michael, do the couples find the Viennese appreciably harder technically than the slow waltz?
No, Simon, I don't think so. On the contrary, I think they find it somewhat easier because they are restricted in the number of steps that they are allowed to dance, whereas in English waltz, it's completely free. However, on the other side, the dance is very fast, 60 bars a minute, so they're really flying. So if they overturn or underturn, the bodies may very well fly apart. So it's still a dance of great skill.
The repetition of the steps and it does become very, very tiring.
That's right. Using the same muscles in the same way repeatedly, the dance needs to be technically efficient, in order to make the whole thing look rather easy, when in fact it is, of course, quite difficult.
The Viennese waltz. Now, how have the couples fared there? Well, Gozzoli and Betti have dropped a mark this time. The Spanish judge awarding first place to the second Italian couple. They still win the round. The Lithuanians jump to third in the Viennese, while the Karabeys grab fourth place, ahead of the Danes and the second German couple. It means the Danes and the Lithuanians are tied third overall. Time now for the slow foxtrot.
Again, great music, Michael.
Yes, good mixture of tunes.
Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the
They're dancing beautifully tonight.
Now can't you hear that pitter pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet.
Reverse wave there, back feather, classic step.
I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. I'm not afraid. Bills are over.
Not quite together, are they, Brian and Marianne, tonight, as I've seen them before in this
I have
dance?
seen them dance better, yes, I must say. And once again, not enough absorption through those legs. That's what I think causes the loss of contact on occasion.
On the sunny, sunny side of the street. I used to walk.
Little tense in the neck here now.
Yes. Now the pressure's on for them in their first final. Yes, you can see the tension shine through the shoulder line there. But still a great effort from them.
Arunas and Edita have done a beautiful foxtrot.
Beaming smiles, sustained applause. And in the slow foxtrot, it looks like the world champions have swept all before them again, picking up every top mark. Suali and Cherasoli can make little headway, the Lithuanians in third. In fourth, the Karabeys, followed by the Danes and the second German pair. And that means the Danes drop to fourth overall, behind the Lithuanians. Now we return to a solo presentation for the last dance of the evening, the quick step. And it's the Danes who get things underway.
Some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey.
Now, Michael, the couples aren't used to having to dance in every round. Are they starting to feel tired now?
I doubt it. They're all so experienced, and many of the competitions around the world involve them in 5, maybe even 6 rounds, so they're trained and ready for it. Brian and Marianne certainly do not look tired at all. They're solid campaigners, they can handle this. One of their best dances, I think, Kristi.
Some of these days, you're gonna be lonely just for me only.
Many changes of rhythm, giving contrast to the dance.
I think they're trying a little too hard for me tonight in this quick step.
Yes, it's not quite as effortless as I've seen from them on other occasions.
So the Danes starting off the quick step. And now the Karabeys.
Some of these days,
Alison, what do you think? Brother and sister, advantage or disadvantage?
I don't think think it makes any difference with your husband and wife or brother and sister, as long as you get on, really. It's most important that you can work together and work as a team. And it appears that they do that so well. Really dancing well tonight. This has got to be the best performance I've ever seen them do.
Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, it's very nice dancing. Changes the rhythm. Rhythmical dancing.
They're choosing choreography that suits them.
Yeah, I would agree.
And now the champions Gozzoli and Betti. They've won every dance so far. They won't know that, but they're really going well. This is their favourite dance, the quickstep.
The audience really getting behind them too. Quickstep is quite entertaining for the audience.
I think the audience reacts to the speed, the obvious changes in pattern, changes of rhythm, general dexterity of the dance. This looks very good.
Difficult choreography, made to look so easy. Feet are so together.
Yes, matching footwork all the way through. Could probably do with a little bit more space.
The runaway leaders so far, Gozzoli and Betti. And now the Lithuanian champions, Arunas, Bizokas and Edita, Daniute, who've moved up into third place, the position they took, of course, last year.
Again, very together. Feet here. Lovely little step.
I'm impressed with their togetherness tonight. Through the most difficult moves, bodies are moulded together beautifully.
In each dance, I've noticed.
Absolutely, yes.
And I think that's what's given the edge, really, over the Danes tonight.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think it just seems that they know that in their faces and...
Well...
When it's on, isn't it, Michael? When you dance, you just know it's on.
Everything probably feels that little bit easier, a little bit better balanced, everything timed nicely. And they sense it, I suspect.
The Lithuanians, Bizokas and Daniute, maintaining their push for third place. Now from Germany, Friedman Köhler.
Not my favourite choreography on that, I'm afraid to say, but...
No, I would agree. Must be sophisticated, mustn't it? You're wearing a tail suit, beautiful gown, all the choreography must look sophisticated.
Overstretched at the top as well.
Yeah, it's a bit high and tight.
Certainly having a go.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Not overwrought by the situation, are they? I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of this couple though in the future.
Made a good impression in their first major championship. Friedman and Köhler from Germany. Soali and Cerasoli here for Italy.
Some of these days, you're gonna be so lonely.
Well, that's not my favourite choreography. The leaps would have looked much better, kept closer to the floor. Now this is good choreography. Nice rhythmic changes, matching footwork.
Lots of change of rhythms, very together.
They're light, dexterous, together, and the poise is improved.
Couple in the silver medal position at the moment. Soali and Cerasoli for Italy. And finally, the group quick step.
So here it is, their last chance to impress.
Oh, this is unfortunate music for this last dance. Shame. Not the right kind of music. Accents in the wrong place. Nevertheless, they'll do their absolute best.
They've certainly dominated this competition tonight.
Yes, a champion's performance, and going well right to the last bar of the last dance, I'm sure.
Joy there, giving everything she's got.
It's a final chance to challenge.
As you can see, many of the crowd on their feet, applauding the couples here after their final dance of the evening. Terrific entertainment. But now it's crunch time. And there's better news here for Soali and Cerasoli. 4 of the 9 judges awarded them top marks for their quick step. Gozzoli and Betti still win the round though, while the Danes return to 3rd. The Lithuanians, Bizokas and Daniute, dropped to 4th for the quick step, followed by the 2 German couples. So what does that mean overall? Well, no surprises as to the overall winners. Gozzoli and Betti taking top spot. Soali and Cerasoli are the runners-up, with the Lithuanians in 3rd, the Danes 4th, the Germans 5th and 6th. Well, the second German couple have done really well here, making their first appearance in a major international championship, and they've done themselves proud. Poised and mature performance, considering that inexperience, they should be delighted. So 5th spot for the Karabeys, the same placing they received in the World Championship. And they'll have noted the performance of Friedman and Köhler with interest.
4th position from Denmark, Eriksen, Marianne.
Well, it was a close-run thing. The Danes just pushed into 4th place by the Lithuanians. It's a repeat of their World Championship placing for Eriksen and Eihilt. So, Bizokas and Daniute get 3rd place. They just outperformed the Danes in the Viennese Waltz and the Slow Fox, now in their 12th year of competition as a pair. So just 2 Italian couples remaining. So So it's second place for the popular Soale and Cerosoli. They did gain a little ground on Gozzoli and Betti in the quick step, and they also shone in the Viennese waltz. Otherwise, a very solid performance all round for the World Championship runners-up.
European champions from Italy, Mirko, Gozzoli.
Deserving winners. Gozzoli and Betti retain their European title comfortably in the end, winning all 5 dances. Well, the audience certainly enjoyed it, as well they might. It really was a very assured and polished performance from the current world champions, who are now in their 13th year of competition together.
Yes, I was certainly pleased with this performance. Well deserved. What would you say, Michael?
Absolutely. Congratulations to them both. Great ambassadors for their country.
So just one more duty for the champions to perform as Carlos Freitag, the event organizer, approaches. Well, it looks like they've chosen the quick step as their honour dance. From Alison Lamb, Michael Barr and me, Simon Reed, it's goodbye from Malgorzata.